Now I know I look pretty shitty, I need to shave, get a haircut and whatnot, but I wanted to do a 2 month update for the 30 milligrams of the Mirtazapine. Um, I was on it from the end of March 2022 up until 2 days ago, so middle of May-ish. So approximately 2 months I was on the 30 milligrams. And obviously I went up from the 15 milligrams. Quick summary again, I was on it for anxiety, OCD, depression, eating issues, to name a few. I also suffer from depersonalization, derealization. So on the 30 milligrams, I think I still initially had some side effects. Namely, the twitchy eyes were still there. And the 30 milligrams actually made us more sleepy than the 15 milligrams, which isn't supposed to be the case, but it definitely was for me. So with the 15, I would take it around 7:30 in the evening, and I wouldn't feel the need to go to sleep. But when I was putting the 30 milligrams from the first night, I started taking it a bit, well, I was taking it around 7:30 still, initially, and it was knocking us out to sleep maybe like 2 hours later. So it was really making us sleepy. But then I'd wake up probably 10 hours later because I was sleeping like 10 hours a day on it. And I wouldn't feel groggy or anything throughout the day. However, I am still really underweight, so maybe my feelings are different to someone who's a healthy weight, because I probably feel quite groggy as my like standard feeling. But the mirtazapine didn't make anything worse with regards to how I was feeling throughout the day. In terms of sleepiness or anything, I didn't feel necessarily tired. However, I was spending 20 hours a day in bed still. It didn't lift the depression or anxiety really. But yeah, in terms of the side effects, it was mainly the twitchy eyes and sleepiness. Other than that, nothing else to report. But after a few weeks on the 30 milligrams, the twitchy eyes lifted, and I still continued to fall asleep a couple of hours after taking the meds. So I actually started taking them a bit later at 10 p.m. instead of 7:30. So that allowed us to stay up a bit later. But other than that, in terms of the mental health effect, it didn't make us feel any better really. It didn't lift the anxiety, it didn't lift the depression. In fact, on it I had a massive relapse of severe anxiety and depression. I felt really suicidal. My anxiety was through the roof. I was shaking, sweating, couldn't eat again. But there's a big but. Probably the last week on the 30 milligrams, I actually felt alright. But I don't think it was the medication, to be honest. I think it's just the waves I get. I get waves of goodness. And when I say goodness, that's like the anxiety not being as bad, the depression not being as bad, although it is still to a severe degree, by anyone's standards. So yeah, I had a really bad period of anxiety, but I also felt a bit better. And towards the end of my 2 months stint of taking the 30 milligrams, my sleepiness actually started to wear off. So I was staying awake playing video games till like 3 a.m. And I was able to without feeling tired or anything. So yeah, I don't know why it wore off. Maybe it was because I was actually sitting up doing something instead of lying in bed. I don't know. But yeah, that's the main thing. So the 30 milligrams certainly didn't make me depression or anxiety worse. It was just the normal ups and downs I have, but it didn't really make it any better, if I'm being honest. I didn't gain any more weight from what I already gained on the 15 milligrams. I didn't have a massive appetite. I never have. I don't remember the last time I felt hungry or thirsty, really. So it hasn't massively helped that. But yeah, that's pretty much the summary. I was worried about going up to 30 milligrams, but I didn't really have any bad side effects. I'm on 45 now. So yeah, I forgot to mention that I'm on 45 milligrams now, and I have been for 2 days. I was concerned about going up to the higher dose, but so far so good. But I'm going to make a full-on video about that experience so far.